Hey guys, you're welcome back to my channel. So if you're watching for the first time, on your screen is Jennifer Oge, and you're definitely welcome to this platform. So guys, on today's video we'll be making a tutorial on how to bake a cake without an oven, a mixer, or any kind of machine. So is this video is something you are interested in, kindly keep on watching. Wait, before then, have you subscribed? Just click the subscribe button. So let's go. So here are the items we'll be using to make the cake. Here we have 6 pieces of eggs, a cup of milk, we have the vanilla essence, the baking soda, then a cup of sugar. Next to it is the nutmeg, then the butter, all-purpose flour, lastly is the baking pan and the whisk. So the first step is to measure out the flour, and with the cup I'm holding here, I measured in about 3 cups of flour. Then I go ahead to sieve it. This process really helps a lot for a smoother outcome in a cake. So I transfer the flour into a smaller bowl and add in the nutmeg, which is a tablespoon, and a tablespoon of the baking soda. I sieve everything all inside, then set aside for the next step. The next step is to introduce the butter, and I'll be turning it with my hands because I didn't melt it. But you can melt your butter to be more softer, not in a watery form but in a pasty form. After turning it, I will add in the sugar and whisk the both together for 5 minutes. And when turning, use one direction to turn, because hence it changes the direction, you incorporate in air inside the batter. And this is how it looks like, bare and soft. So the next step is to go into cracking the eggs. Here you crack in the egg, you whisk, you crack in the egg, you whisk until you are done with all the eggs. This process just reminded me of when my mom would call to come and turn her butter and sugar for her, because she's a caterer. Although she usually uses a different method by whisking the egg differently, but here I'm mixing everything together. I ain't nobody got that such time to waste. The key is just to get a good smooth consistent cake batter. Now all the eggs are perfectly incorporated, so the next step is to add in the vanilla flavor, and here I add in a teaspoon of it. So now is the time to add in the dry ingredients, and again I will pass it through the sieve because I don't want it to cluster in a place. Next is to add in the milk, and to avoid making mistake by adding excess, you can add your milk step by step, then you mix everything together. Always have a rule in mind: when you're turning the batter, don't change the direction. Use only one direction, because hence you keep on changing the direction, you're incorporating air inside the batter, which will give a bad outcome to the cake. Mix everything together until you have a smoother and softer outcome. You see how soft the batter looks like now. So the next thing to do is to bring in the cake pan, moist it with a vegetable oil, or you can use the butter to moist it either both. This process usually helps the cake not to get burnt in between baking. Also sprinkle in some flour and dust out any excessive before pouring in the batter to bake. So the next step is the baking process, and we are making use of a pot and a salt. The salt acts as a base so that the cake will not get burnt. You can also make use of a sand, but be careful while using the both so that they will not get into your cake. Next is to bring in the standing, and if you don't have this, an option is a stone. You can use about 2 to 3 of it. Next is to cover up the pot and heat up for a minute. Here our pots have already heated up, and next is to bring in the batter. Arrange and turn up the flame to a medium heat, then allow to bake for 40 to 45 minutes. Alright my beautiful people, so it's time to check our cake, and this is what it looks like. Mine lasted for 48 minutes though. I've done the checking outside camera, but I just wanted to show you guys this. The main key to it is to stick in a clean stick inside your cake. If it comes as dry, then the cake is done. Guys, I'm totally proud of myself. This is the first time I'm making a cake all by myself. First time to bake a cake by myself, and it came out so perfect, like even without an oven, a hand mixer or whatsoever. I can't wait to call my mommy. Guys, are they scared to what to tell? What would you be giving me?
And another key to your cake is, like you're seeing here, make sure it comes out fluffy and soft. So guys, drop down the comments there. I would like to read all those. Try to use this tutorial. When you do so, don't forget to tag me, and please don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share, and I will see you in my next. Bye bye.